It's the Andy and Dave Daily right here on the Muskegon Channel. I'm Andy O'Reilly. There's Dave Cackley. Have you, sir, been to the local used clothes laundry basket shopping lately? You look marvelous
No,
today.
thank you very much. I appreciate that. No, this is the same sport coat and a gray dress shirt that I wear pretty much every Thursday and have
Okay.
done so for the better part of the last 2 years.
Well, I couldn't
No,
tell. The coat looked new. I thought maybe you up your game a little bit. I thought maybe
no,
you deviated from that pattern of
no,
daily, you know, repetitiveness that you do, which is it's okay.
no.
I change
I'm
things up.
routine oriented.
Yeah,
Uh,
routine. That's good. I was what I was bringing this up for was I myself recently did some shopping at one of our local secondhand clothing stores.
you
I
did. You
know.
finally got economy minded and
Nope,
decided, you know
nope, that
what?
wasn't the case.
I'm gonna wear other people's clothes.
Nope. I want to tell you exactly what happened and how. Um, I made a donation a few weeks ago to one of our
Okay.
gently used clothing stores, which I often do. Um, I'm a man of the people. I give. I'm a giver.
Right.
That's what I do.
Yes.
And post donation, I started looking for a very important piece of clothing that I seem to have lost. With my name and my number and everything else on it. Not my number, but
Okay.
like my number. It's got 88 on it, right? Because that's
hmm
my jersey number. Um, so I go back to the donation center where I dropped off this piece of clothing, and I thought, oh, that's kind of a nice looking shirt, and I grabbed it. It was $3. I'm like, all right, for $3, I'll try it.
Yeah.
So I come home with this plaid shirt, and I sat there and I washed it because you got to wash these
hmm
things. And I sat
I
there and
know.
looked at it, and I looked at it some more, and I looked at it some more, and I thought, there's no way in hell you can be seen in a plaid shirt. And I thought to myself, you just wasted
Why not?
Who, dude? It's
Why can't you
plaid.
wear plaid?
It's ugly.
So
It's ugly. It's
plaid's
heinous.
not ugly.
It's
I mean,
ugly. It's ugly. It doesn't look good.
I
It's.
haven't seen the shirt, so I'm going to withhold judgment. But plaid in and of itself is not an ugly pattern.
Do you want to see the
Some
shirt?
people don't wear it. Some people, yeah, go get it.
Let me hang on.
Go
I
get
think
it.
I've got my
I'll
assistant in the
stall.
kitchen.
I'll stall the
Excuse
people.
me, ma'am.
You
Could
go
you
get
grab
the
that plaid shirt that I bought at Goodwill the
Oh,
other
you
day?
can't get up and go get it.
It's in the other room. She's just farting
It's in the
around
other
the kitchen.
room. God forbid you get off
It's
your
in the
ass
bedroom
and
over
move.
here. Would you grab that? So, well, dude, I just got up.
Jesus. I
8
just
steps
got
from the
up.
bedroom to the studio.
I know. Wow.
Hmm.
At least you got your cardio in for the day.
I know. I got my steps in.
I'm impressed.
It's the plaid shirt. You know the one I got at Goodwill.
Mhm.
Kind of back toward the pillows there on the spare bed. Oh, now she's yelling at me for having too many clothes on the bed.
Okay.
There it is. All right.
All right.
Well,
Let's see.
nobody's gonna have to sleep on it. Look at that.
What's wrong with that?
I can't be caught wearing that.
Okay. Put it on.
No.
Put it on. Let's see how you look.
Put it on. All right.
Just put it on. Let's see how you look.
All right.
And I'll judge. Okay, now you're putting in. Now that's the type of shirt I believe
All right,
that's
hang on.
designed to be worn over
now I got her
a
talking to
t-shirt.
me too. Everybody's talking. Why is everybody talking to me at once?
Okay, look.
Are you coming in on the show? Get in here. You're gonna be on the show. Say hi, Cindy.
Hey, Cindy.
Oh, it's even chat.
See,
All right, so hang on.
Oh my
All right,
God,
hang on. I'll
that's
put on a plaid
high
shirt.
end. That's high end plaid / flannel. You know what? Okay, you don't need to cover up. You don't need to cover it up. There you go. You look pseudo mid to late '90s slacker-ish. I like it.
That's not my look.
I like it. You should have a packet. You should have a pack of Jarms with you.
Yeah. No.
That'd be cool. There you go.
I guess it's going. Well, but you know what the good thing is?
Did you just get done listening to Radiohead? There you go.
The good thing is that I can take it back and write the donation slip for twice what I paid for it. So.
Are you going to get another shirt then, or are you just going to go no?
No, we're just.
This smells like the poor. We can't have that in Twin Lake.
No.
Belvedere, come here, boy.
No, we won't be getting another one. We'll just be
of course
regifting this back to the finally used clothing store because my eyes were bigger than my fashion sense. Let's put it that way.
I'm telling you, honestly, I thought it looked pretty good.
No.
I did. And as Cindy pointed out, Chaps, that's a good brand. And for $3, yeah, that's probably a $30 shirt new.
Well, here's my request though. At the end of the day, if anybody stumbles on a hockey jersey that says O'Reilly and 88 on it, I could use that back. I think.
Well, you don't know if Gary Berghoff is in the area, clothes shopping, and needs an oversized hockey jersey, and he's a fan of the Red Wings.
Who's Gary Berghoff?
Played Radar O'Reilly on.
Oh, okay, yeah.
There you go.
Took
you faked. You did the good fake laugh, like you knew who I was talking about. But
well, I mean, anybody who wanted a jersey would be fine. So it didn't matter if it was Gary Berghoff or Alan Alda or whoever.
O'Reilly.
Yeah.
You realize the first time I ever heard you on the radio,
yeah,
I was at Custom Countertop doing my thing. I was probably 18, 19 years old. Andy O'Reilly. And the first person I thought of, Gary Berghoff on MASH, who played Radar O'Reilly.
There you go.
In my head, I thought, because, you get pictures of people on the radio, what they look like. I assumed you were a bespectacled 19-year-old, prematurely balding man from Ottumwa, Iowa.
It wasn't me. No,
it wasn't you.
Rick used to call me that, though.
Radar?
Yep.
Okay, see, now you know. You understand. You just didn't know I called you Radar. Okay.
So, at the end of the day, if you find my old hockey jersey, please return it. Thank you.
Okay. Nice. All right. Ready to do this?
Let's do it.
All right, let's get into it. The first birth control pill available without a prescription could soon be on store shelves this summer. Medical experts are advising the Food and Drug Administration. They voted unanimously in favor of the pill. The medical experts did. Now, the FDA would ultimately need to sign off. This seems like a good idea. Assuming they've crossed all the T's and dotted the I's, and you got all. I mean, I'm sure there are plenty of medications that are prescription only that don't really need to be prescription only.
Right.
And if you can, stop unintended pregnancies, that's a good thing. So don't get into the more controversial areas. I think it's a win-win all the way around.
I'm all for it.
Potentially.
Well, you're going to get that side of the coin that's going to want to stick their nose in the middle of it for whatever, because that's their opinion, and they don't look through everything, if you can,
go ahead.
People are going to be people.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to have sex. You're not going to, this abstinence idea. And dude, you got to keep in mind, you know what? I was a virgin until I was 22. All right. That's abstinence. Okay. That's.
Oh, no question.
I
salute you, sir.
How old were you?
19.
Were you?
So that was still a little older than.
Yeah.
Maybe I was 18. I think I was 18.
Yeah. Anyway, the idea of trying to, I mean, you instill that in a kid at a young age. Some kids are given that, some kids are not. So the consequence of an unexpected kid in some lives is a huge thing. And it can turn into a lifelong dependency on the state, or it can turn into an abortion, or it can turn into a success. Absolutely. You just don't know.
Right.
And I myself, birth control, I'm perfectly okay with it. I really am.
And I think most people are. I know what demo you're talking about. Who might there? I don't know. Even in Catholicism, there aren't a lot of sexes just for procreation people hanging around anymore. It was the whole. Even if you want to get biblical, be fruitful and multiply.
Right. What I'm saying is,
it doesn't say you have to multiply, but the be fruitful part.
Right.
There you go.
What I'm saying is that you're going to get that element of parent out there that's going to say, well, I don't want my 17-year-old daughter on birth control.
And you're probably the one that really should be worrying about that.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
if you're like, I don't want mine.
You're
Well,
taking
when you
away
come
my
down,
control.
and I've said this. This is where I think, as a parent, I'm so glad I had a son and not a daughter, just because of that specifically. Because I think I would have been way overprotective. I would have been way too paranoid. Who's she with? And I might have slapped. I mean, the first instinct is, okay, check her into a convent. But because you just, as a guy who grew up with five sisters, I just, you have a different view of
Yeah.
it
Well, let
from
me
that
throw this
aspect. And
viewpoint to
again,
you
I
too.
probably would have pushed her. I probably would have pushed her all the way to the pole.
As
That could have happened.
as the
And
father
no,
of a
and I'm not
son,
judging that.
as
I'm
the
not
father
judging
of a
that at
son,
this point.
however, it's on you to make sure he grows up to respect women. And
Oh, absolutely,
I'm gonna hit you
absolutely.
with something you don't expect,
Hmm.
and that is the fact that you have done an exceptional job remaining friends with his mother, even though you're not
Oh
together.
yeah.
You
Oh
you
yeah.
need to ingrain that into him in case,
Hmm.
when the time comes and he's out
Yeah.
there,
Right.
learning the birds and the bees. Hey, it could be him that gets a little surprised.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the sad thing is, Alexa and I are kind of the exceptions to the rule.
Yeah.
And you've seen this, and I've seen this, and it's one of the reasons I think we were able to work it as well as we had, because we've both seen it just blow up,
Yep.
and parents using the kid against each other. It's just it's horrible.
It's
And it's
awful.
the worst thing to do to yourself and to the child you're trying to raise. So
Hmm.
uh yeah, and that's, it's as much
Honest to
kudos to
God,
her as it is to
you
me.
want the
But
honest to God's truth? It's the reason I never had kids.
really.
Yep. I was afraid of the fact that if things ever went south, more damage would be done to the kids than it was worth. I never had kids because of that.
Well, it's one of those things. I was thinking about this the other day, because I've always been pretty good dating. I've always been terrible in relationships, just because I'm not necessarily what you would call king romance or a firing cauldron of passion. I just don't care. I am really, really lazy in the relationship area. It's not that I'm bad or mistreat anybody or I'm not nice. It's that I'm not I'm not overly thoughtful.
Right?
It's something that it's always been a character flaw of mine, just always has been.
Well,
Again, great on dates, great in fairly casual relationships, good with friendships for the most part. But yeah, I'm not good at maintaining any type of long-term relationship.
well,
I just,
something to grow on.
with a woman.
There you have it.
We'll see.
All right.
I'm 51, so I don't know how much more growth there's going to be in that area, but who the hell knows? What else is going on? Hey, speaking of getting older, Facebook is getting older. While 3 billion users still log in each month, young people are continuing to leave the aging site, with more flocking to TikTok. According to the latest trends, just 28% of Facebook users are between the ages of 18 and 34. That's compared to 46% of that group on TikTok and 42% on Instagram. But here's the good thing with Facebook is you still got the 25 to 54-year-olds, and those are the people that have the money.
Right.
18 to 34, you're still in that kind of rolling quarters for gas money. In some respects, not everybody, but
It's pronounced
what?
quarter.
Oh, Jesus
Quarter.
Christ. I
Anyway,
hate that.
I look at
I
it
hate
like this. I'm using social media kind of like I did Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
And once you get to a cutoff point, you got to get you. And you know what? When Luke died, I was done. So, okay, there's my cutoff point with Star Wars. I don't need the Mandalorian. I don't need the Yoda show. I don't need this show, that show, Star Wars cartoons, and all this other stuff. So, you know what? Facebook, I'm good. We'll stop there.
Yeah.
I don't need TikTok. I don't
Yeah,
need the next thing coming down the pipe. I don't need this, that, the other thing.
I'm mostly Twitter, occasionally Facebook. I'll go check. Oh, hey, whose birthday do I have to go? Happy birthday, and put the little fake cake by the
I do that
end
every
of
day.
the birthday. Yeah, I
I do
know you
birthdays
would,
every day.
with the superimposed face over some dude
We're doing a
jumping into a
cannonball this
pool.
year. Yep.
Oh yes, that is lovely. Finally, lawmakers in Lansing are working on bipartisan legislation that would encourage the state to contract with Michigan businesses when considering bids for goods and services.
Hey,
This would have companies in the state, it would give companies in the state the opportunity to counter lower bids from out of state businesses and organizations. The Buy Michigan bill is designed to strengthen the economy and increase job opportunities in the state. It's good that
smart
both
money.
sides can kind of get together on this. And the fact that that wouldn't be what you would do anyway as legislative, I mean, that should be, it should be okay. Why would you be accepting bids outside of the state first anyway? It should be Michigan first, and then, hey, oh,
I'll tell
you've
you
got a
why.
company in Indiana. Okay, this is their bid. Okay, Michigan business. So what do you? Why would
Right.
that be the policy
I'll tell you
now?
exactly why. Because there are people out there that will look at it by say they'll go, "Oh, we could save $5,000 on this
Mm-hmm.
job."
Okay,
Okay, well
fair
you
enough.
can, right?
Fair enough.
But look at the long term of this. And we ran into this in
Yeah.
Roosevelt Park. And when I was the assistant mayor over there in Roosevelt Park, we came into this over a road bid. And here I
Mm-hmm.
sit, the village idiot from Sparta, and we come into this road bid. Somebody raises a stink over X amount of money from this
Mm-hmm.
contractor or that contractor to do a big project. Big. And they're like, well, we should save this money. We should save this money. Yeah, that'd be great, right? But for $10,000 or whatever it was, I had to look at the
Mm-hmm.
entire room and explain to them, if we spend this money with a local company, it's going to stay in Muskegon and it's going to circulate to keep our economy afloat.
Right.
If we get the company from Detroit, we're taking all
Mm-hmm.
that money and sending it right out of Muskegon,
Mm-hmm.
and there it goes. We're never going to see it again.
Yeah.
Is that worth?
No,
Is that worth 10 grand?
right.
It's not.
Exactly. And that's a fair point. When you're dealing with larger projects, obviously you got to really, it's going to give, okay, maybe you may look to another city or another state.
You get
And
into the
that's
millions,
fine.
and now
And that's
okay,
fine. Yeah.
yeah.
You're right.
But if
But
it's if
what you're
it's
saying,
under
that's
$100,000 and you're
right.
dealing with big municipal projects, spend that money in your own state or your own town because
Absolutely.
you got to put the lid on it.
And that good for you. And that's a reasonable way to look at it. That's very reasonable.
I'm
Anyway,
reasonable.
uh, on occasion, yeah, you surprise me. Sports. Tigers blank Cleveland
Whoa.
5-0. What is going on with Detroit?
Hey,
I mean, they're not good yet. They're not even pretty good. They're not even really quite mediocre, but they're getting closer. I mean, that's 17-19. Not the abysmal failure yet that it could still be. But again, enjoy it, Tiger fans. You still got a puncher's chance. Okay, long term, this may not work out, but enjoy it while it lasts. There
right.
you go. Cubs win, Cubs win, Cubs win. They beat up on St. Louis 10-4. And former Lions center Ed Flanagan has passed away. The four-time Pro Bowler dies at the age of 79. Cause of death not released. That's sports.
Did you hear that lady from General Hospital died too? The redhead.
I never. No, I did not know.
I always thought
know.
she was good.
I didn't watch. See, I never watched General Hospital.
You're not even You're not even an American if you didn't watch.
What are you
General
talking
Hospital.
about?
Luke and Laura.
Dude, I watched.
How did you miss that?
Oh, gee, Laura eventually marries her rapist. Come on,
Dude,
what are we doing here?
The whole Luke and Laura thing was the greatest.
That is.
You're back.
You lost me.
You're back watching the tepid Young and the Restless, and the rest of us.
No. I catch the end of Young and the Restless, last couple of minutes, then Bold and the Beautiful comes on, and that's my 1:30 to 2 window
Jeopardy time
of my stories.
Literary inspirations. As a sinking feeling falls over Dave in Jeopardy.
I'm fine. I'm inspired all the time. Not necessarily to read, but
$400. Daniel Boone was the basis for this character in Leatherstocking Tales by James Fenimore Cooper.
Daniel Boone? I know Daniel Boone, but I don't know what character he inspired. I don't even think I'm going to know this when you tell me the answer.
It'll be familiar.
It'll be okay.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can even come up with a guess.
You can't.
Because no, it's not Tom Sawyer or Huck Finn, obviously. I have no idea, no clue.
Natty Bumppo.
Natty Bumppo. No, that sounds completely made up. I've never heard that in my life. I'm not denying it sounds made up. That doesn't mean it is. I'm just saying I've never heard that character in my life. That was not something.
Well, that's what you get for living in Bumppo.
I ever read or aspired to read. There you go.
Did that white out the camera.
I was watching cartoons at that age. Holy cow!
I know, right? That was a
bad idea. I thought the aliens were visiting again.
Maybe if I get the plaid shirt back on, it'll correct itself.
There you go.
See you tomorrow.
See ya.